Once you're done with a sales call and the person hasn't bought from you, should you show those notes to your manager or business owner? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about business. Now here's the thing. Sometimes on these videos we talk about sales and things that you do. Sometimes we got to talk about the business, right? So today we're going to talk about the business. And there is going to be a point that you meet with a client, you meet with a buyer, and they have a concern, they have a complaint, and it's legitimate. Something went wrong with the process, right? It's your job to take that information to the owner, to the manager, and say, hey, here's where we broke down, here's a problem. Because if you're working for a large organization, it could be that you didn't even screw up as a salesperson. You did your job, but somebody else fell down, and that person needs to hear about it. Now, I will let you know that there is this little sneaky thing that people do in the back of their brain when they buy and they want to give you a rejection. They'll look for a reason. They'll look for a reason to be like, you know, these are reasons why I don't want to do business with you. And I'm not talking about the people who talk about like it's a money issue, because that's like the default complaint that you're going to get. If you're in sales for more than a week, if you're in sales for more than a day, if you're in sales for more than an hour, you're going to hear somebody say it costs too much, you're way overpriced, you're more than the other person, right? That's the default answer. It's one of those things that people will say when they don't know what else to say, and they're just kind of expecting you to lay down, because most salespeople are lazy, and like people hear like, oh, it's too much money, how much money do I got to take off to get the deal today? Okay, that's like, that's generic sales. That's wacky sales. That's not even a thing. But what I'm talking about is, let's say that there is a legitimate concern that person has. Should you take it to the owner or the manager? Absolutely. You should show them what you're up against. Now, I remember there was a couple of times where I lost deals because of people who were in the office or who were in the call center. And being a solely sales commission person, meaning I didn't make income if that person screwed up. You know, you're darn right that I went to the owner and I went to the manager and I'm like, hey, look, you know, this deal that I lost, and income that I lost for me and income that you lost for your company happened for all these reasons. I can work with that person. I can show them what they did. I can give this to their manager. What would you like me to do with it? And in a couple of times, they would have me go talk to the call center. They would have me talk to the person, the department, whatever happened, and say, hey, look, here's what it costs the company, right? And I made no money on the job. It kept crews out from work. This is back when I was doing in-home sales. It kept crews from being busy. It kept crews from going out and having income coming in. And so, you know, there is an effect where everything rolls down. So absolutely, you should let your manager or boss know when there's a struggle and when there's a problem. So from here, you got one thing to do. You got one thing to do. Somewhere along the sides, there's a subscribe button. It could be like down the sides or at the very here at the bottom. Hit that subscribe button, and every time I got new content that comes out, you'll get an update, because there's a little alert thing that you can press that says, hey, alert me when new content comes out. I know that for a fact. I was just looking at my cell phone, okay? So every time that new content comes out, you'll get an alert. So there you go. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.